Greetings. You are in between right now, in between relationships, worlds, monetary systems, even physical conditions. Everything is changing. What can be said now is this: everything cooperates for your awakening. Everything supports your transformation. Synchronicity is the watchword. When you notice it, acknowledge it. Pay attention. There are no such things as random or by chance happenings now. The universe cooperates with you. You have entered the full and active component of the journey now. This happens by design, and it happens on purpose. You are meant to be wherever you are. You are meant to notice whoever crosses your path. All of it has something to offer you. It may be an opportunity. It may be validation. It may be a memory. It may be wisdom. It could be something you agreed on in a time before remembering. What will serve you most now is your sense, your intuitive knowing. This is the path to heed, more so than clock time. As you act in concert with how things feel, your success will increase tenfold. Your senses may be following astrological transits or internal hits. Either way, you will recognize their correctness and things will naturally flow. These things improve and increase in volume with repetition, with practice. Dear ones, you are today like toddlers. Your first tentative steps may feel quite shaky indeed. Yet do not let the shakiness stop you. You are meant to fly. As the toddler does not stop trying, regardless of how many falls and bumps happen, so too will you push on. The pull towards expansion is too strong to ignore or give up on. Your innate knowing of how to proceed emerges with each effort. You are testing your wings. You are built for this exact moment. You have placed all that you need before you at this point in time. You are gathering more still. These gatherings could be made up of people, animals, projects, or happenings. Everything supports your ascension. You would have it no other way. You are meant to succeed. The world waits for your emergence. She too is ramping up, getting things in order, removing or moving around things that are unproductive. You see, my dear ones, you are one. The moments ahead of you announce your unity. This is what you feel. You who came for just this moment. You who have always known without understanding why you do. It is falling into place now. It arrives cooperatively with your awareness of it. You have lived for so long feeling out of place in a world that didn't feel like home. You did so in order to fully experience the change from separate to whole, from fear to love. You did so in order to propel yourselves. You did so in order to feel the contrast between that world and the one you will build. You are world builders. Honor yourselves. Acknowledge each movement towards love, regardless of size or subtlety. Then, like the gardeners that you are, command each of them to grow. You have laid fertile ground with your light. You have planted seeds in places that felt desolate and void of life. Watch closely now. You will see them sprout. The world needs your light and your persistent love, more now than ever. There will be gnashing of teeth as your former controllers lose their grip. They will not go quietly. Comfort and calm will be necessary. This is what your light provides. As the storm rages, lighthouses will be needed to help dark force the way. This is your time to shine. Trust that you'll know when, where, and how to proceed. You have known always. Nothing has been lost. You are the builders. That is all. Thank you. At this time, we are moving through uncharted waters. Due to the urgency of the hour, humanity, en masse, is being given the opportunity to experience a unique awakening. This awakening is designed to help each and every one of us burst any remaining bonds that our fallen human ego might still be using to manipulate or control us. This fallen aspect of our personality is desperately doing everything it can to prevent us from listening to the intuitive inner guidance of our I Am presence. Our human ego knows that when our I Am presence reclaims full dominion of our thoughts, feelings, words, actions, and beliefs, the ego will no longer be able to manipulate or control us in any way. According to the company of heaven, whether we are consciously aware of it or not, this unique awakening is something we have all been preparing for lifetimes to accomplish during this cosmic moment. The unique awakening every person's I Am presence is now striving to co-create with the company of heaven is manifesting in the outer world as a quantum shift within the consciousness of every awakening person. According to the beings of light, this shift is affecting humanity's fifth dimensional 12 strands of DNA in very positive ways. Over the past few years, new solar light codes have been activating within humanity's 12th fifth dimension, crystalline solar strands of DNA, multidimensional patterns of perfection that we have been preparing to tangibly co-create on the new Earth. This activation within our fifth dimensional DNA has cleared the way for the company of heaven to assist us in previously unknown ways. This new divine intervention is designed to help humanity transcend the limitations we experienced when we were trapped in the paralyzing grip of our fallen human egos. The original 12 strands of humanity's DNA short-circuited into the fragmented double helix DNA with which we are now familiar. This fragmentation of our DNA occurred aeons ago when we fell into the abyss of separation and duality and lost the awareness of our I Am presence. During that fateful time, our crown chakra of enlightenment closed. This caused us to lose Christ consciousness, which is the enlightened state of consciousness our Father, Mother, God invested us with when we were first breathed forth from the core of creation. The divine purpose of our 12 strands of DNA was to keep the sons and daughters of God consciously connected to our I Am presence and the realms of illumined truth during our earthly sojourns. Originally, our 12 strands of DNA functioned like a very elaborate fiber optic communication system. This system allowed us to easily communicate intuitively with our I Am presence and the company of heaven. When our crown chakra closed and we lost awareness of our I Am presence, that is when we developed our fragmented and fear-based human ego. That distorted aspect of our fallen consciousness descended into such chaotic frequencies of discord that our 12 strands of DNA short-circuited into the double helix DNA that science is now researching. Our fragmented and fear-based human ego came to the erroneous conclusion that the earth is an inanimate object to use and abuse as we see fit. It also concluded that our human ego's purpose and reason for being was to gratify our physical senses. To this very day, we can easily perceive that self-obsessed level of asleep consciousness within humanity. Even with all that our scientists have discovered about our DNA and the genome and the double helix DNA they have access to, some still profess that 98% of our DNA is junk DNA. Of course, there is no such thing as junk DNA. There is only DNA that our scientists have not been able to identify or categorize with their current methods. For decades, scientists believed that our DNA was stagnant and fixed in a particular pattern. Now we know that our DNA is a shimmering waveform configuration that is being modified by a greatly amplified influx of our Father, Mother, God's light. Our DNA is also being modified by waves of solar radiation, magnetic fields, and sonic impulses, as well as thought forms and emotions that are associated with the shifts of energy, vibration, and consciousness taking place within the hearts and minds of awakening humanity. The Company of Heaven is revealing that through the new fifth dimensional 12-strand DNA activation and the unique awakening that is taking place at this time, humanity en masse is reaching a critical frequency of vibration that is creating an unstoppable shift of awakening consciousness. This is occurring within even the most recalcitrant or asleep sons and daughters of God embodied on earth. This shift is not occurring outside of us. This is a very cellular-based transfiguration that is now occurring within the core of purity in every electron of our physical, etheric, mental, and emotional earthly bodies. This week, we are being asked by our Father, Mother, God to contemplate the magnitude of the opportunities being presented to each of us by our I Am presence, to actually be the hands of God on earth for this essential facet of Earth's ascension process. Every day, go within to the divinity of your heart flame. In a state of listening grace, allow your I Am presence to support and encourage you during this wondrous and simultaneously confusing time. Here is an affirmation that may help you to stay focused on your facet of this divine mission. I am the hands of God on earth. I am the hands of God. I have come to set right the vibratory action of all energy and substance in my world and in all of the world. I am the sacred hands of God moving through this earth. I am instantly re-establishing divinity wherever the light of God is applied. I invite, invoke, focus, concentrate, manifest, and sustain the light of God on earth with every breath I take. I am a director of God's light. I am humbled before its magnificent presence. I am grateful to unleash God's power on earth. I am the light of God flowing through my heart flame, loving all life free, and so it is. Beloved, I am that I am. Dear one, stay centered in your heart flame and focus on the wonders being revealed to you through your intuitive inner knowing. This is our new beginning. God bless you. I look forward to being with you next week